Here are my 5 tips for helping local businesses start selling online. So, due to what's happening in the world right now and how everything is a little bit different and people are not able to go out and shop in stores like they usually do, and craft markets are canceled, and everything's just really strange. A lot of local businesses are struggling. Many of these local businesses are ones that I have patronized for years, or ones that I have supported or watched or helped or bought from. And I'm watching them learn how to do something that a lot of other businesses have been doing for years, and that is selling online. Some of these businesses are restaurants learning how to do delivery and pickup of, take and heat and serve kind of meals. Some of these businesses are small handicraft businesses that are used to having craft markets and now don't. Some of these businesses are butcher shops, produce markets, places that usually don't do online delivery and now have to. All of these different places, whether they're restaurant or retail or something else, all have one thing in common, and that is they're all doing their part to flatten the curve and participate in social distancing, and it's having a negative impact on their in-person sales. To help support businesses like that, I wanted to share my top 5 tips for local offline businesses that are trying to sell online for the first time. Tip number 1, decide what you want to sell. For some businesses, this might mean selling all of your regular inventory and just moving it online. But for other businesses, you might only want to sell a few of your items that you typically sell retail. Tip number 2, figure out your shipping. It might seem simple at first to just say curbside pickup at the store, but do you really want to be waiting there for curbside pickup all the time if the store's not open regular hours? It might seem normal to just say, well, we'll ship using the post office or one of the major shipping companies, but that might not be well suited to what you're selling. So what you really want to take the time to figure out is how you're going to ship. Is it going to be pickup, delivery, or using a shipping company? When you're going to ship, so when is pickup, when is delivery, and when are you dropping off at the shipping company or having them pick up, and how long people can expect to wait for their order to arrive. Some examples that I've seen of curbside pickup are curbside pickup for a set amount of time, say 2 to 4 hours on specific days of the week, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday, for example. Deliveries can be available from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And shipping via the post might be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. People can order that online, but it's not going to come at a predetermined time, and it's going to take a little bit longer to arrive. A lot of the issues with shipping that you're going to have to figure out are related more to where your customers are located and what you're selling. Freezer meals probably shouldn't go via FedEx, right? But they're very well suited to curbside pickup with a set pickup window. Scheduling can be challenging, but leave it up to the customer to decide when they're going to pick up within the hours that you set, rather than allowing them to just pick whatever they decide. You'll also need to determine if there will be costs associated with shipping. You may not charge for pickup, but are you going to charge for delivery? Right now, a lot of companies are choosing not to do that within a certain radius because it's a service to their customers and a way to keep them afloat. But beyond that certain radius, you may have to charge for all of that extra gas and time spent delivering your products. And of course, if you're shipping via a shipping company, there are costs associated with that. Do you want to include free delivery over a certain delivery amount? Do you want to have flat rate shipping within certain areas? Or are you going to just pass the shipping costs directly along to your customers? These are all decisions that you have to make. Tip number 3, take great photos. Nothing can kill an e-commerce website faster than having photos that don't show your product in their best light. Try and keep your backgrounds as simple as possible. Something neutral like a white background or a very simple wood grain is best. Do your best attempts not to use something that feels dated. Try and keep things rustic if your feeling is rustic, modern if your feeling is modern. Do your best to convey the mood of your brand in your images. If that all sounds too difficult, put it on a white background, shine a light on it, and use your iPhone. Just do the best you can. Tip number 4, find your audience. Who's going to be buying your products when you put them online? Do you already have a large Facebook following? Do you have all of your loyal fans on Twitter? Maybe you thought ahead and you've got a really big email list. Find out how you're going to tell people that you're now offering online shopping for your products or your services so that when your website is ready, you have someone to send it to. And finally, tip number 5, put it online. This is not the time for you to build an entirely brand new custom website from a developer who wants to use, technologies like WordPress or even a full-fledged custom development. Those systems can be powerful. They're also tricky to scale, tricky to secure, and time-intensive to build. My personal preference and what I'm helping companies implement right now in the midst of this crisis to get things up and running quickly is Shopify. Shopify allows you to set up an online store with a free trial. Right now, they're offering 90-day free trial. As a developer, I can provide my clients with an unlimited free trial, and you can literally get a store up and running with a few products in a single day. It does not have to take you hours and hours and hours of custom development and installations and figuring out hosting and domains to get things online. It does, however, take some effort. You will have to figure out what you need to do for your theme. You're going to have to figure out how you want your products to be organized. You're going to have to probably do some little tweaking here and there. And if you don't have experience using the platform, it can be a little bit more time intensive. So feel free to find a Shopify expert to help you out. Just to note that this video is not sponsored by Shopify. I just happen to really like them and use them with all of my clients. So that's it. Those are my 5 tips for local businesses to start selling online and offering delivery and pickup services during these crazy times we're living in. If you have any questions about how to make this work for your company, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the bell to get notified every time I go live. I'm going to be sharing a lot more tips on how to do things like this over the coming weeks to support businesses like yours. That's all for now. Make sure you catch my next video on how to navigate the order screen on Shopify, because if you're going to implement a store, you're going to need to know how to fulfill your orders. And I'm happy to pass that information along. Bye.